That's why he wanted to get out, so bad. But I think that they're gonna railroad Diddy. Do I think that they're maggots in the food? I mean, I won't trust anything when you of the stature of Diddy. Do I think they give every inmate maggot food? Probably not. But when you're public enemy number one,
I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
Trials. Wild.
Why don't they air it the same way they aired the coverage that, Johnny Depp got?
I know. Why don't they? I don't know. They should. The ratings would be amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you air that?
What's going to happen, though, you think?
Well, Diddy's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I think he's probably going to get
think he's
hit up.
Saying, though?
I don't know. I don't even think it matters. I mean, it's a lot of it is.
But then it's just another Epstein. It's another Ghislaine Maxwell, where somebody gets indicted and nobody else indicted for trafficking kids to
to no one.
Think fame saves you in prison? Nah, Joe Rogan been saying it's the opposite. Word on the street is that spotlight don't protect you, it paints you. Big name walk-in, everybody clocking you. Guards watching, inmates watching. Money start meaning less real fast. And with cases like Luigi Mannion blowing up right now, it don't feel like some movie anymore. It feel close. Too close.
With that breaking news, new revelations in the case against Luigi Mangione, the man accused of murdering a healthcare executive.
Prosecutors have just revealed this new police body camera video. They say it captures the arrest as it happened. This is actually when the officers are walking in to that McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Also, for the first time, we are seeing these pictures of what prosecutors say are notes written by Mangione. One of them is an alleged escape route. There are also photos you see there of the gun and the silencer that prosecutors believe were used to kill United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
He pled not guilty to a whole pile of charges. State, federal, stalking, weapons, murder, the whole ugly list. Prosecutors even tried to push the terror angle. Judge already smacked that down, but he's still locked up. MDC Brooklyn, same rough spot Diddy was at. Lawyers fighting to knock out evidence, but feds still talking death penalty. If that stick, it's decades, maybe life. Then they spin to R. Kelly, from chart topper to federal inmate. Guilty in Brooklyn on racketeering and trafficking, then Chicago hit him again on those child-related charges. End result, 30-plus years, no stage, no tour bus, just time.
But we do begin tonight with singer R. Kelly, sentenced to 30 years behind bars after his conviction on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors accused him of leading a criminal enterprise of managers, bodyguards, and other employees to recruit and abuse women, underage girls, and a teenage boy. Accusations swirled around him for decades, and authorities believe for years his actions were protected by his fame.
Kelly first landed at MCC Chicago, then they shipped him to Butner, North Carolina. Medium security. That's where he's sitting now, and allegedly it ain't been sweet. Lawyers saying he was put in the hole, even hospitalized after what they called an overdose. Judge said no to home confinement, and they straight up argued the medical care wasn't there like it should be. That's the reality people don't see.
Every prisoner deserves medical attention, medical care. The MCC is required to address these things.
And fame didn't cushion nothing. Behind them walls, Kelly allegedly caught a beating from another inmate tied to a gang. That status, it don't bring respect, it bring problems, extra eyes, extra tension. Whole different world from sold-out arenas. Then here come Ghislaine Maxwell, once moving with elites, now doing time for recruiting and trafficking underage girls for Epstein. Arrested 2020, convicted 2021. 20-year sentence in 2022. Appeals shut down, Supreme Court said nope. Door closed.
We are also following breaking news. Ghislaine Maxwell will serve 20 years in prison for sex trafficking. A federal judge announcing that sentence within the last hour. Now, Maxwell was convicted of helping to recruit young girls to be abused by her longtime associate, Jeffrey Epstein, back in December. The judge saying, quote, "The damage done to these girls was incalculable."
Then in 2025, they moved her to a prison camp in Bryan, Texas. Minimum security, dorms, barely any fence. Sounds soft, right? Nah, she's still not free, and she not seeing daylight till at least 2037 unless some miracle happen. Folks say she's still under heavy watch, still filing motions, still asking for mercy, nothing changing. Then they drop a wild card, Nicolás Maduro, former president. Snatched in a dramatic operation, flown to New York, slapped with narco-terror and drug conspiracy charges. Allegedly tied to gangs and cartels. He denying all of it.
President Donald Trump has announced that the United States intends to run Venezuela after it carried out a large-scale attack and claimed to have captured its president, Nicolás Maduro, flying him out of the country with his wife. Explosions were heard in the capital, Caracas, this morning, as well as in other Venezuelan cities. Nicolás Maduro has already been charged in New York with drugs and weapons offenses.
Maduro and his wife show up in Manhattan court, plead not guilty. He calling himself a prisoner of war, still claiming that president title. But right now, he in MDC Brooklyn, same rough cage as the others, overcrowded, loud, dirty, violent, not no palace, not no guards saluting. Same place that held Kelly Maxwell Mannion, and word is big names don't get comfort, they get watched, sometimes resented, sometimes tested. Court date set for March 17th, 2026. Till then, he's sitting, staring at decades, maybe worse if prosecutors go nuclear. And then there's Diddy. Since them federal convictions, that luxury life been gone. Started at MDC, lights on all night, noise, packed cells. Then they sent him to Fort Dix, low security, about 4 years with good time if he behave. Still no privacy, thin mattresses, shared bathrooms, always eyes on you. And the street been loud. Folks whispering about phone calls, rule bending, tension inside. His team denying, saying things got twisted. Meanwhile, people saying he working chapel, doing programs, even helped organize a big holiday meal. Some call it growth, some call it image cleanup. And fans been side-eyeing his looks too. Thinner, grayer. Then rumors hit about food, about not eating, about nasty trays, even wild talk about bugs. Internet ran with it fast.
That's why he wanted to get out, so bad. But I think that they're gonna railroad Diddy. Do I think that they're maggots in the food? I won't trust anything when you of the stature of Diddy. Do I think they give every inmate maggot food? Probably not.
Then the talk went darker. Word on the street started pushing health rumors, alleged STD stuff, even whispers about HIV. Nothing confirmed, but people saying this ain't coming from nowhere. For years, folks been talking about secret trips, closed-door parties, alleged low-key lifestyle nobody could ever fully explain. After the raids, when they said feds found piles of baby oil and no protection, that just poured gas on it. Internet said say less.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
And insiders been calling them parties extreme, chaotic, not normal. Jaguar Wright jumped in and straight up claimed he battling HIV, hinting other industry dudes dealing with the same thing. She ain't named names, but she painted it like a quiet sickness hiding behind money and silence. Heavy words, heavy energy.
He actually caught HIV, having a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
An advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Then prison rumors started flying. People whispering his alleged behavior didn't stop inside. Stories saying inmates gravitating toward him, fighting for access, favors, attention. Internet messy with it. No proof, just noise, but the noise loud.
According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Yep. Diddy's such a big player in the game in terms of, his power, and he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo.
So that's a real thing? Yeah. People are actually making his bed?
Yeah.
True or not, once a story stick, it stick. And when your image already cracked, every new rumor hit harder. Then they bring up El Chapo, from cartel boss to buried alive in the system. Extradited, convicted in 2019, life plus 30, billions taken. That's not a fall, that's a collapse.
Chapo Guzman, Mexico's most notorious drug lord, accused of setting up an industrial-scale trafficking and smuggling operation, a man responsible for tons of shipments of illicit drugs into the United States from Mexico over many, many years, has been convicted by a federal jury in a court in New York City. 10 counts. He's likely to go spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Now he locked in ADX Florence, Colorado. That's the dungeon. Near total isolation. No contact, no movement, no power, just walls and time. Then they flipped to Michael Cohen. Once Trump's guy, now just another number. Guilty on tax, bank, campaign money stuff. Did his time in Odysville. No violence, no gangs, still treated regular. Lines, counts, restrictions. After release, probation, limits, watching every step. Status gone. Consequences still here. So here's the real question. When the light's off and the money can't save you, do celebs survive prison, or do they fold like anybody else? You think fame protect you, or you think it put a bullseye on your back? Say it in the comments. Argue it out. And if you want more of this unfiltered smoke, don't lurk. Hit like, lock in, subscribe, and stay right here, 'cause this story, yeah, this ain't over.